The PL Show is brought to you by Kel Charcoal, Kel 360, and Kel Kids Toothpaste. Hello and welcome to today's edition of the Kel Toothpaste PL Show. You know what Abraham Maslow once said? He said that the ability to be in the present moment is a major component of mental wellness. It tells you what today's show looks like. All about wellness, about health, and of course, your well-being. Today's guest for the business segment of the Kel Toothpaste PL Show is all about using our natural resources for our well-being. I'll tell you more about our guest for today's business segment of the Kel Toothpaste PL Show, proudly brought to you by Kel Charcoal, Kel 360, and Kel Kids Toothpaste. And as always, my clothing is from Kafui Clothing. You can find them on all social media platforms, so you can get a beautiful outfit like this and more for yourself and your loved ones. I am Emefa Apawu, and this is the Kel Toothpaste PL Show. Please stay with me.
Mommy.
Mama Josie.
Fe.
Different era, better result. Time has changed and time has brought Kel Charcoal Toothpaste, healthy gums, anti-cavity, fresher breath, and it whitens teeth. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste, Sankofa,
Yenchi, Kel Charcoal Toothpaste.
happy smile.
You're welcome back to the Kel Toothpaste PL Show, and I'm sure the excitement is there as we speak because, like I said, some of us have made a resolve, or actually it's part of our resolution for the year 2022. Many of you don't believe in resolutions, but one thing I have resolved to do this year is to take care of my well-being. And the best person to help us do this is with me in the studio today. Phenomenal lady by all standards. She's a pharmacist. We can say she's a scientist. She's a creative, amongst others, a marketer as well. Let's introduce my guest. We need a drum roll at this point. Okay. My guest for today is the CEO of Kida Health Ventures and Wellness. Let's welcome Christine Chum. Welcome to the Kel Toothpaste PL Show.
Thank you.
Good to see you. I've heard a lot about you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's interesting that you've been a vegetarian since, 2017?
Since 2017.
How did we get there? Why did you decide to be a vegetarian?
It was a decision for healthy living. My father developed liver cancer, and he was a huge meat eater. And I remember a week before he died, he asked me, he said, "Do you think that it's all the meat that I've been eating that has got me to where I am?" And I looked at him, I said, "You know what, I don't know." When he passed a few months afterwards, I'm like, you know what, let me just try this. The first time I did it, I lost 6 kilos. I did a combination of just vegetarian and a raw food diet. I lost 6 kilos in a week. So for me, it was like, okay, maybe there's something in this. Maybe it's a different way to look at a healthy lifestyle, at healthy living. So basically, that's what got me into, yes, I'm a pharmacist, but now I'm doing a lot more wellness and trying to do a lot more things naturally.
So it looks like all this started on the moment of grief. So it looks like there's a blessing in disguise for you in this particular situation.
Absolutely. I'm so happy you brought that up because where I do the coaching, because I'm not just a life coach, I'm a grief coach as well. And I lost all 3 members of my family very close together. And through that, I'm now doing something to help people. So I always teach that even in your darkest times, even when it seems like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, there's always a reason for everything.
Grief coach, life coach, wellness, and all. How do you combine all this?
We want to provide a 360-degree holistic care because wellness is not just physical. Everybody thinks that if you're sick, it means that either you can see it physically, your arm is broken, there's pain here. That's not always the case. Sometimes in our emotional states translates into physical symptoms, okay? So when we say well-being, when we say health, we want you to be physically healthy. We want you to be emotionally sound. We want you to be mentally safe. And I like to use that word safe, all right? Because we want everything to be okay. You know how stressful these times are. Everybody is going at 100-degree pace. We are moving. Everything's always so fast. People are not resting. People are stressed. They're not sleeping. Sometimes I'm getting people that they're having pain, they're having back pain. Okay, sometimes it's due to stress. People are not drinking enough water. So what we try and do is to give you care that is all three. So apart from having the foods that we eat, because we have a whole food section, so we provide all the natural foods for you. We do health and wellness programs. I do sleep programs. I do stress. I do weight loss management, okay, apart from the coaching as well. And then I do energy medicine.
Mental safety. It's something you don't hear too much of. It's something that we don't pay too much attention to. How do I know if I'm mentally safe?
When you get up in the morning, what do you focus on? I'm throwing a question back at you.
To hurry up and take my children to school, go to work, and then continue the
See the
day.
underlying word, hurry. Okay, hurry. We're always in a hurry. Okay. When you get up in the morning, do you do any meditation? Do you sit for a minute? Do you find 5 minutes to think about things that you're grateful for? When you do develop a practice of sitting for a minute and being still and focusing on things that you're grateful for, more things will come to you that you will be grateful for. You are then a little bit more focused to do some of the things that you want to do. So you might still be taking your children to school, but you're not hurrying to do that.
Now let's talk about our bodies.
Okay.
And what we eat and how important it is, the things that goes into my system.
The question you ask whenever you're eating is that, is this food come to heal me or is this food come to kill me? We live to eat. We don't eat to live. There's a big difference, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. We're living to survive. So we are fueling our bodies with things that will make us live better. We're the best engines ever. We're the best machines. Everything works as it should be. So if you have a good machine, you're going to give it fuel. Let's say that we're a car. You're going to give it the right fuel. You're going to give it engine oil. You're going to park it. It needs to rest as well, doesn't it? When we don't sleep, it means our bodies it's constantly moving. So use that analogy of a car. We need to give it the right things. So give it things that will nourish your body. When you sit at a meal, you must remember that you're eating to nourish your body. We're surrounded with fresh fruit and vegetables. We're surrounded by so much greens, all right? So that's our number one thing. When we talk about baseline foundation foods, the first food is water. That's our number one food. Then it's our greens. Lettuce, our kale, our moringa, our cucumber, our okra, our dandelion. Those are our next foods. And then the third foundation food is a mixture of fruits and vegetables. So I talk about a healthy plate. So if you look at a plate, divide that into two. Half of that should be full of fruits and vegetables. Every meal.
Every meal.
Right? Okay. The other half, divide that into half again. Half will be your carbs, half will be your protein. And for everybody, this is your portion size for your carbohydrates. Okay. So if you're eating fufu, the size of your fist.
This one.
That's your size of your fist. Yes, all of you, the size of your fist. Okay. So the bigger you are, you'll be a bigger fist. That's the portion you need. Okay. So example, people ask me that, okay, so if I'm eating fufu and soup, how am I going to divide my plate, right? So you've got a bowl of soup. What's your favorite soup? Do you like? Okay, that's my favorite soup. So it's already green. So you've got your portion size of there you go, right? Fill it with vegetables. Add okra, add garden eggs. You'll notice by the time you eat the vegetables and you drink the soup, to be there on the side, and you're full and you've gotten everything that you need. So if you look at your kokonte or your fufu, in your hand, you see how heavy it is, okay? That's the weight of it in your stomach. Think of how your body is going to have to break that kokunte down. It's going to take at least 4 hours to break it down for it to be able to pass through and get into your intestines and then pour all the nutrients and minerals and vitamins that it needs before it passes through your system. 4 hours, you're now digesting, all right? If you eat a salad, how quickly is it going to go through your system? You're quickly going to get all the vitamins and nutrients and minerals that you need, right? So that's your guide. And you're drinking enough water too so you can break down your food quickly.
Wow, that's interesting. But you see, you hardly hear pharmacists, for instance, talk about the use of natural things like you've talked about. How is it that as a pharmacist, you still believe in the use of natural stuff as we've talked about?
Yeah. When I was running my pharmacy, my focus was really, I was trying to find ways to minimize drug interactions and side effects. So I had a system where whenever you came in, I needed to know everything that you were taking, even if you were doing whatever foods you were taking, to just to make sure that wasn't the case. So for me, it was a bit of a natural progression. I'm like, okay, you know what? A lot of the foods that we have, they have health benefits as well. So why can't we do that? You know, and it's interesting. I did my thesis in pharmacy in plant medicine.
Most of the time you hear pharmacists say, or doctors or scientists say that you need to stick with the orthodox medicines, plant medicine, not the way to go, the local herbs and all that, not the way to go.
But let me just say that most of the drugs in the old days always came from plants. So a typical example, we're in Ghana, we have a lot of mosquitoes, okay? The drug of choice a long time ago was chloroquine. We take chloroquine, we take quinine. At that time it was quinine. You know what quinine is from? It's from the bark of a tree. So you see how now we're doing a lot of neem. It's all natural, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, same family, right? So most of our drugs, it's always based on plants.
This is a beautiful packaging.
Thank you.
It's red, so
yes, the first thing that you see is
the
red.
first
Okay,
thing, yes.
all right. So what we try and do, especially in the Whole Foods shop, is to provide as much of the natural products as possible. We have some of our own products, and then we have products from vendors. I'm a firm, big believer of using local products, number one, and encouraging local entrepreneurs. Most of them are women as well, right? Which I love, right? So these are some of our bestsellers, all right? This is called our Cedar Guard Infusion. It's a combination of ginger, cinnamon, and cloves. All right. Okay. So first thing in the morning, you wake up in the morning, you have 1 teaspoon with hot water. It boosts your metabolism.
Just like your tea.
This is a plain one, and then there's a variant with moringa. All right. So it helps with coughs and colds. It helps with phlegm. It gives you a nice boost in the morning just to keep you going. This is a herb salt. So it's a combination of rock salt and rosemary. All right, so it's just a seasoning for food, but of course it's rock salt, and then you've got the benefit and the flavor.
To cook.
You could use it to cook. Because I do energy medicine as well, we call it pranic healing. It's healing without touching your body. Salt cleanses, and it also helps with negative energy. It cleanses. So if you go somewhere, usually maybe funerals, when you come back, have a bath with salt. Just put a handful of salt water in either your bath water, and then wash it. We have certain protocols that we do that we cleanse your negative energy, and then we give you back nice, good energy. But salt, it's a good one.
Your secret.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And then this is a product from one of our vendors. All right. So this is also tea. All right. Okay. The square boxes are tea bags. It's a combination of hibiscus and pineapple, and this is loose tea. And this is hibiscus and ginger.
So this is like sobolo tea.
This is like sobolo tea. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's so many different varieties. I just brought a few things today.
And that's the science part of Christine Chum. We'll get into the creative and the marketing part, because I know you're the co-founder of Unicorn Group, and we'll get into it as well. After the break here on the Kel Toothpaste PR Show, please stay with us.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kel Kids Toothpaste. Wow. I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger. Chicky chicky whiter. Chicky chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kel Kids. Happy smile.
Welcome back to the Kel Toothpaste PO Show, proudly brought to you by Kel Charcoal, Kel 360, and Kel Kids Toothpaste. And with Kel, is always a happy smile. Thanks so much once again for being with us in the studio. Let's zoom straight into your other parts. You're also a co-founder of Unicorn Group.
Yes.
And we'll talk about Haas as well.
Okay. The Unicorn Group actually started in the boys' quarters of my family home when I was about to go into university. It was my brother and I, okay?
How many siblings?
Just the two of us.
Have? Oh, just the two of
Just the two of us.
Hey, okay.
So Daddy brings home a computer. As we started to use it, we found a program, and at that time, that was Coral Draw. We started to play around a little bit with it. So we're Quo as well. Daddy's Quo. So we're looking at ways to see how we could use some money, you know, girl. You know, so I started to make greeting cards. We'd come up, we'd design little cards, have them printed, I put ribbons on them, etc. And that's actually how it started. I'd make the cards, I'd take them to university, sell them. That was pocket money. Then we started doing business cards and started doing letterheads, you know. And then Daddy's like, hang on, it's something. All right. So he just encouraged, you know. So we formed the company. And as it grew, of course, Originates came underneath.
Genesis.
And yes. And of course, Originate, Genesis, you know all of them. And then that was run by my brother. When we started, I was the commercial director. There were other branches as well under the group. But as I was working with Unicorn, and then a group of South Africans came to Ghana looking to set up a hearing center. Met them, they wanted to set it up, right? So I was the first managing director of Haas. Okay, so Haas stands for Hearing Aid Supplies and Services, right? Went to SA, did the training in the acoustician, hearing aid acoustician training, learned how to do the hearing aids, because it was a place for us to do the hearing test and to provide hearing aids for hearing impaired people. You know.
Do people really take that aspect of our life seriously?
We should. You know, it's something that I've been talking about a little bit. In my company, I did have 2 hearing impaired employees. They're no longer with me. But the whole point is, I remember when we started, I realized just how many people are hearing impaired. Sometimes you don't know, all right? But you can always tell. Because, for example, you and I speaking now, you're looking at me, I'm looking at you. Our ears on the side of our head. It's here because we can focus this way on hearing, all right? If I'm talking to you and you can't hear me, I'd probably want to test both ears. If I'm standing on your side and I'm speaking here and you can't hear me here, but you can hear me here, I'll test this side and vice versa, all right? Unfortunately, what we found out was a lot of diseases, mumps, meningitis, cause hearing loss, right? So some of the children, maybe somebody's gotten mumps, it affects the hearing. Other cases too is just a buildup of earwax. Earwax has built up so much, it's blocked your whole ear and you can't hear.
So we're supposed to be taking
as soon as we wash it out, we don't want you to, and usually that happens when you put your, you know, when you put the feathers and you put the Q-tip in, and then you're really, all you're doing is pushing the wax in. And after a while, it's impacted. It just blocks up your eardrum. So you can't hear a thing. As soon as we wash it out and the eardrum is free, you can hear. I was with Haas for 3 years, had to travel, right? They're still in Ghana. They're opposite Cocoa Clinic. What I'm trying to do this year is to set up a little hub with them in my office in Cocoa Clinic. So we're working on that as well, so we can still provide the service.
We've dealt with our hearing, our mental vein, our body. Now I know what to do to lose the weight, because you do it, the weight is not going. So now I know what to do to start with.
But are you sleeping?
No, as for sleeping, yeah.
Okay. So that's also part of it. You know, when you don't sleep, you can't lose weight. It's very difficult. Yeah. Your body needs to rest. Your body heals when it's asleep. So that analogy that I use with the car, you're not parking your car. It's constantly...
The engine is running.
The engine is running.
But the car too, sometimes the body can't just sleep. You try, sleep doesn't come. Okay. It's like sleep has just departed from you.
You know why?
Why?
Okay, because your subconscious is still working. So you go and lie down in that bed. You're thinking, half the time it happens. You've got a meeting the next morning. You've got some show. You're preparing. As you're lying down, how am I going to say it? What do I need to talk about? This person needs to come. I have a meeting at 7:30. Your mind is still working, right?
So how do you shut it?
So that's where I'm talking about times when you need to meditate. The meditation is awesome. I meditate twice a day. You calm your mind. You quieten everything, right? Because you want to be able to tell yourself that, you know what, I'm coming to sleep. I'm not sleeping just because I'm sleeping. It's part of my well-being. I'm sleeping so I can rest for my body to heal. So I'm going to lie down and I'm going to sleep. Sometimes when you set an intention, all right, that intention manifests. All right. So we calm ourselves. We put all that stress away, right? It takes some practice, but you put it away, you go in and you sleep. All lights, you make sure that there's no light at all in your room. If your phone is turned up, turn it down. If you've got little light switches on, turn it off. No light at all. Make your room as dark as possible.
How about those of us who can't sleep without the TV on?
Oh, please.
There should be some sound
That's
or
what,
something.
No. If it's sound, get yourself one of the apps that gives you like some calm music, either waterfalls, there's nice sleep sounds. TV on, immediately you've got blue light. TV gives you blue light, right? You won't sleep because you're still awake. Subconsciously, you're awake. So make it as dark as possible. You sleep as quiet also as possible.
I can tell you that today's show is just for me.
It is, eh?
Yes, it's just for me. I don't know about you, but today's show is just for me. Now let's talk about the energy healing.
Everybody has an energy, isn't it? We have energy. Sometimes you can walk into a room, you've met somebody. You don't know the person, but as soon as you walk in, you're like, I don't feel good. Don't like this. You walk away. Other times too, you can go into a room. You don't know this person. You click. It's like your sister. You haven't, really close. Your energies are good. We do the energy medicine, all right, to facilitate, because the body heals itself. So we help your energy body to help your physical body to heal. I'll give you an example. If everybody in the studio at home, press the middle of your palm, press the middle here, okay, and then press the other one. This is what we call just energizing our hands, all right? Okay, yeah? Now, take your hands out and then bring them together, let them face each other. Bring them together really slowly, and just tell me when you feel something. If you don't feel anything, you feel some heaviness. Yes. There you go. That is it. That's your energy.
It's like magnets.
It's like a magnet. You've hit it right there. Sometimes people say, I'm telling them there's energy. It's like, but I can't see anything. You can feel it. So everybody has that energy around them. If you're very in tune with your higher self, energy body is quite wide. If you're very healthy, your energy body is quite wide, right? So, for example, if you had pain in your elbow, your energy body around there would be depleted. So what we do is we will sweep that negative energy from your elbow. Somebody will ask, when you take that negative energy, where are you going to put it? Okay, so we have a bowl of water with salt. We throw that negative energy into that because the water will hold the energy, the salt will disintegrate it. Because if I take negative energy from you and I throw it in this corner, I'm leaving negative energy here. Somebody comes and walks through it, you're going to pick it up, right? So that's what we do. We'll clean it, put it in a bowl of water and salt. And then afterwards, I will give you good energy. And that energy is, we take that energy from the sun. We take the energy from the earth, okay? Because we're constantly surrounded by energy. You can feel it. So I'll take that good energy and direct it to where you have the problem. So it's different things, physical things. I've done pranic psychotherapy. We've done quite a lot, So we just use your energy being to help your physical.
I have healed my mind, my body. We're going to start the process. We're going to eat healthy. I can't do vegetarian for now.
You don't have to.
Okay, so we'll just see how it
Just
goes. We'll
remember the
start-
plate.
Yeah. And then
The
sleep
portions.
more.
You have to sleep.
So the plate, we divide it into two first. One part fruit and vegetables. One part divided into two.
That's it.
My fist is my carb.
There you go.
This
That's your
fist-
portion.
This fist matter.
That's your portion.
And then the protein on the
Yes,
other side.
yes.
Thank you
Most welcome.
so much.
Thank you for having me.
For
Thank
joining
you.
us here on the Kel Toothpaste PL Show. Once I've mentioned Kel Toothpaste, I have a special package for you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
thank
being
you,
a part
thank
of
you,
the show
thank you,
today.
thank
So
you.
this is a Kel Charcoal, Kel
Right.
360 and the
Awesome.
Kel Kit. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
Christine Chum,
Really
we are
appreciate
grateful.
it.
That's
Thank you.
CEO of Kida Health
Thank you.
Ventures and Wellness. And we're right back with our business segment.
Mommy.
Mama Chelsea. Fe. Yum.
Different era, better result. Time has changed and time has brought Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Healthy gums, anti-cavity, fresher breath, and it whitens teeth. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Sankofa.
Yenchi, Kale Chocolate Toothpaste.
Happy smile.
Welcome back to the Kel Toothpaste PL Show. We've taken care of our mental state. In fact, we've taken care of our ears, our energy, everything. It's time to take care of our buccal cavity. And I've been joined in the studio for the business segment by Roberta Ampedu. She's coordinator for the southern sector of Kel Toothpaste. I know you've been busy, so let's talk about the products.
Now it's doing very well in the market. The Kel charcoal is everywhere, calls coming and out and all that with the demand for the toothpaste. The 360 as well is doing well. And with the kits,
Any day,
with the Kel charcoal, it's with a bamboo mint fragrance. And it's also an activated charcoal. It whitens the teeth. It also fights cavity, gives fresh breath. And then it also reduces dental plaque. With the Kel 360, it's made with cool mint. It freshens your breath. It's also anti-cavity. It protects the gum as well. And with the Kel kits, as it is, it's from ages 2 to 6 years, and it's strawberry flavored. So with the kids, they like it. They demand for it. They always disturb their parents. When they see it on TV with the ads, they just worry their parents to get some for them.
Let me talk about the southern sector. Which areas in particular do you cover?
We have the Accra West, the Accra Central, the Volta region, the Eastern region, and the Western Central.
We tend to get people now wanting to do similar products or maybe a fake version of it. How are we hoping to check that such that if I see Kel charcoal, I know that this is original?
Kel toothpaste is a Samara product, and Samara company has a logo. There is this logo here.
Okay.
Yes.
Here. Okay. Right
So
here.
when you see this logo, you should know it is authentic and it is from Samara company.
Okay. You need to look out for that logo right here so that you know that this is the original Kel toothpaste. And how available is it on the market?
You can get it everywhere, in all the shops, the supermarkets, the wholesale markets. It's everywhere.
And you always have a business opportunity for people in terms of wanting to be your suppliers or retailers or whatever. What processes do we have to go through?
You just call and we just get details from you. We send our sales vans to you. So you can also walk in as well.
So there's a market.
Yes, but for your convenience, we'll come to you and then do sales.
As always, they are always at your service. But Kel toothpaste, are they expensive?
They are not expensive. They are very affordable.
And it's available everywhere.
Everywhere.
So if we go to the big markets, for instance, maybe Kantamanto, Makola.
You will Okanshi, CMB, you can Hashaimon Market, Kaneshi Market, You can get it the Medina market, all the main markets.
So the Eastern region, for instance, if I go, where can I get it? Maybe in bulk supply?
You can get it in the Koforidua market, for instance. You can Ibri areas, you can Dodowa, you can Somanya, you can. Well, all these places are part of the Eastern region. When you go to Takrady,
Okay.
at the market circle, all the shops in the market circle, they have it. Yes. And when you go to Takwa, when you go to Hafasini, Elubo, all these places.
As far as Elubo.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
And then the central region?
For the central region, the Cape Coast, we have Winneba, Agona Swedro, Asin Fosu areas, Trifopraso and all that.
So we know Samara has other products as well. Apart from the Kill toothpaste, we started with insecticides amongst others. Let's talk about the other products as well. So whilst we are purchasing Kill toothpaste, we are looking at those products as well.
We also have other products, which is the insecticide spray, the Sasso mosquito coil and the insecticide spray. We have the Roma mosquito coil and the insecticide spray. And we also have the Feco spray starch as well. These are some of the products of Samara Company.
And we are expecting more?
Yes, there is more in the pipeline.
Thank you so much, Roberta Ampedu. She's coordinator for the southern sector of Kill toothpaste, and they are doing wonders. Continue, and thank you so much for the support here on the Kill Toothpaste PL Show. Many thanks for your company today on the Kill Toothpaste PL Show. I'm sure you will take your well-being seriously from now onwards, and your dental health also. Let it be your priority whilst you use the Kill range of products and you get a happy smile. I am Emefa Apawu. Another edition comes your way, same time, right here. Enjoy your day.
Your love is sweet, pass sobolo, sobolo, so your love is sweet, K-O-E-I, Wodona Kama commemorate, paint, smile, mami, chanche, faint, kron radio, saint, Pento kwa kasa ne, complaint, bay, you know they give me pressure, your love I no fit measure, I go and diamond.